Bizarre ER about idiots that cut themselves.
Welcome to Bizarre ER, home to the nation's weirdest accidents.
He told me that he'd swallowed a knife and fork.
You've got a spider in there.
Oh. They were then stuck in his bum.
We take on the strange,
I've been kicked in the face by a cow.
the careless,
He fell off the loo.
Yeah, I'm a twat.
and the downright ridiculous.
Nailed it to my hand.
I had a bite from a tarantula.
No matter what your symptoms,
I'm so hungover.
our doctors and nurses are ready to see you.
Not shy, is she, this one?
It could well hurt,
Oh my God.
but we always get results.
Fix me up good and proper.
Prepare yourselves
Can't even cross my fingers.
for some seriously weird medicine.
Funny little trick, probably.
Checking into Bizarre ER this week,
That is grim.
we meet a geezer who fell out with his toolkit,
I was a bit drunk.
go on the hunt in the wilds of this old dear's hero.
As long as it's not laying eggs in there.
We find out what happens when you fall into a toilet,
Oh, Josh, it's all over my legs.
and it isn't good.
Was there anything in the toilet that...
It was full.
And we relive the incredible story of a man who cheated death not once, not twice, but 4 times. At Bizarre ER, we deal with all sorts of weird and wonderful injuries. Nothing is too strange or too gruesome for us to turn you away. But even our committed doctors and nurses know they're in for a crap day when they hear the dreaded words, toilet-related accident, aisle 13.
Oh, well.
Meet Ian and his mate Josh, who's fashioning a rather spiffy moustache. Dandy. So, what happened, gents?
I'm helping Josh renovate his house. I'm doing all the plumbing and heating in there. We walked into the bathroom to discuss where he wanted things and whatever. He'd already ripped half of it out, just left an old toilet pan full of shit and piss and God knows what.
This sounds like it could get mucky. You can laugh, I'm eating. Ian was about to get down to his mid-morning business, and he began by standing on top of the old toilet, like you do. Sadly, the toilet wasn't bolted to the wall, so Ian went crashing to the floor on top of broken porcelain, piercing himself where the sun don't shine.
I've jumped up, Josh, it's all over my legs, it's all over my legs. He's like, no, it's dry, your leg's dry. I'm like, no, it's wet, my leg's wet, look. So I've dropped my trousers and I've got this nice big hole in the back of my leg.
Go on then, let's have a look.
Just drop your pants on a television, yeah. Take it off.
Josh doesn't mind getting his hands on.
He's a good friend.
Well, apart from when he leaves the toilet around for you to fall into, of course. Cool, that's an absolute beauty. Here comes Nurse Liz. There's nothing she hasn't seen.
Hello, is it Ian?
It is.
She'll know what to do.
He fell off the loo.
Yeah, I wasn't like using the toilet at the time.
You weren't?
No, I was like on top of it, leaning against the wall, and it just
And it collapsed on
collapsed
you?
on me.
OK.
Liz wondering if Ian's just talking shit.
Was there anything in the toilet that...
It was full.
Of...
Swiss francs, what do you think, Liz?
I don't know whether I've got a dirty leg or a clean leg.
Oh.
Oh, bless you.
Right, can you see anything, Liz?
Oh, my life.
That does happen, doesn't it?
Oh, Ian, you couldn't make it up, could you?
Shit happens, doesn't it?
That is so apt.
But is a tattoo the only crap that Ian has on his body?
I can't see any poo or anything on the wound.
Is that a medical term, Liz? Ian has called the one person who's helped him through many a toilet-related accident in the past.
All right, Mum.
Just you.
His mum. Ah, what a brave little soldier. But this glorious work of art, is a result of trying to wipe his bum clean of an ex's name.
A friend of mine, she does tattooing, so I went and asked her if she could cover it up. She said, when are you going to grow up and stop doing things like this? I was like, I don't know, shit happens, doesn't it? And she was like, that's it, we'll cross her name there and just put that there.
Yeah, it's up there with getting may contain nuts on your scrotum.
It'll probably need about 4 or 5 stitches, but I'll have to put some stitches inside as well, because it's so deep. And I'll get you some paper pants as well.
This must all be a bit of a shock for you, Val.
I'm not surprised.
Oh?
We've been here before, haven't we, son?
Well, just read the reassuring words on your son's backside, Val.
Right, mate, I'm going now.
Josh has to leave, probably to twirl his moustache, but leaves Ian with some words of comfort.
The stitches don't hurt too much.
See you later.
I won't smack you on the way out. I'll see you.
Well, you don't want to end up with a brown hand, do you?
See you later, Val. See you in a bit.
And neither do we, so we'll check back in with Ian later. The Isle of Wight, the English equivalent of Ibiza, without the climate or the beaches. But it's famous for its festival offering fields of fun for its thousands of revellers, including Rachel.
Everyone's hungover, but the spirit is still there. Everyone's still going strong.
At festival, you do have to be careful though. There's vomit, the sweaty tents, and of course, the bouncy castles.
They're brilliant, because you bounce so high.
This high.
Then when they've got a giant one at the festival for adults, of course you're going to go on it.
Yeah, not really my idea of a good time at a festival. I'm more of a stare at my hands and have a panic attack in the woods kind of guy.
You should always be careful of them and sometimes be a lot gentle.
The little man speaks the truth. What happened, Rachel?
I can't really remember. Hold on, let me think.
All a bit of a blur. Perhaps this will jog your memory. While at festival, hypnotised by the sounds of 100 BPM, Rachel was drawn towards the biggest bouncy castle in the world.
You're never too old to bounce on a bouncy castle.
Rachel began to bounce, and she built up so much energy that she was catapulted into the air and landed badly on her foot. Not one to bail on a party, Rachel carried on raving. But now it's time to face the music.
Hello, Rachel.
Hi.
I'm Elaine. I'm the triage nurse this evening, OK?
So she heads in to see Nurse Elaine, who's got the 1,000-yard stare of a woman who's seen her fair share of brutal bouncy castle injuries before.
What can we do for you today?
Well, I think I might have broken my foot by jumping on the big bouncy castle at the festival.
No messy alcohol-fueled disaster here, just a bouncy castle rampage.
How much pain are you in on a scale of 1 to 10?
9.
9? 9's like childbirth, Rachel, or stepping on Lego.
Was there a little bit of falling down water involved in this injury?
No, I actually went on it sober.
Yeah, really?
Which makes it even more embarrassing.
Are you sure you weren't drinking, Rachel?
I feel like shit, I'm absolutely hungover.
Perhaps sober has a different meaning on the Isle of Wight.
I just want to go home, I want to go to bed. Well, I want to watch the X Factor, then go to bed.
X Factor? Bed? Well, that's a yes from me, Rachel. Dr. John is ready to see Rachel and he wants to deal with the most serious subject first.
So my understanding is this is the bouncy castle, it's the biggest one in the world.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, the biggest one.
I haven't seen it, but is it enormous?
Massive, absolutely massive.
I like this guy getting right down to the nitty-gritty.
What time was it that it happened?
About 7 o'clock at night.
Okay, so last night.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've been walking around today just like this.
I had crutches at the festival. They gave me some crutches. I had to pay £20 for them, but still.
£20 for crutches? Then again, everything at a festival's overpriced. With the plaster off, Dr. John can see how much damage you can do when you go hardcore raving on an inflatable.
Any pain down here? Okay, fine, that's enough. We'll organise an x-ray for you and I'll be back in a little while.
Thank you.
Right, cheers.
So what are you thinking, Doc?
I think I might have done the same thing and I think I might be on the bouncy castle if I got a chance as well.
Yeah, I wasn't actually talking about the bouncy castle.
You got to live your life a bit, haven't you?
You know what, I like this Dr. John. He's like a really cool substitute teacher.
You can either go hard or you can go home. I went hard and then I went home.
Then she went to A&E. And here are a few more festival revellers who've joined her. This guitarist is trying out a hardcore version of a bouncy castle. Yeah, just use that guy's head instead. Boom! Serving up a stage dive with a face for the crotch. But this fella only has himself to blame. A textbook festival faceplant, real commitment to the cause. Here's another festival tradition, dressing like a complete bellend and thinking you're the bee's nutsack. Yeah, tip him overboard. But let's get back to safer shores. With the x-ray done, what's the verdict?
It's not hugely exciting, there's no massive fracture here.
Well, for Rachel's sake, we can at least pretend it's more serious. She rated it a 9 out of 10 on the old pain ratio.
But there is a tiny line exactly where she's tender, so we probably will treat this as a fracture as she's so tender and so much struggling to walk.
Oh, great, thanks. Do you think that's mostly due to a hangover?
Given that there is a tiny abnormality on one of the views, what we'll do is put you in an air boot, which will help you walk a bit. Are you going back to best of...
No, I'm going home. I went too hard.
Well, old Rach may be copping out at a festival.
Hello.
But she does get a sweet air boot. Look at that little beauty. And a pair of crutches thrown in for free.
You had crutches before?
Yeah. If I can do it drunk, I'm sure I can do it sober.
So, Rachel, you sure you don't want to go for one last bounce this evening?
I'm going to go... I can't even do it. I'm so hungover.
Oh, come on, Rachel, pull yourself together. We're nearly through your bit of the show.
I'm going to be bouncing on bouncy castles again. I'm gutted that I can't go back to the festival, but I'm going to go home and go to bed.
And off she hobbles back to Bouncingham Castle. Good night, Rachel.
Right, how are you feeling, Ian?
I'm all right.
We've got some sexy pants for you to go home in.
Wicked.
Yes, Liz. Poor old mum has to sit and watch her dumb son get his numb bun done.
Right then, young man, that looks good. I'm pleased with that.
Top job, Liz. Let's just check the final dressing is properly applied. Ah, God bless Nurse Liz. Always going the extra mile.
Not shy, is she, this one?
Yeah, and you're a regular shrinking violet, aren't you, Ian?
Sure, she has a few little taps then.
I imagine your mum's currently thinking about putting you up for adoption.
Will you behave? Right.
You better behave or I'll be embarrassed.
He's a cheeky monkey, this one, but Nurse Liz always gets the last laugh.
Right, just change your pants.
Hang about, what are they?
I'm sorry.
They're a bit see-through. Saw some of these in Ann Summers once. Look. Oh, stylish.
Very fetching.
Okay,
Cool.
you did really well. You was great, absolutely great.
Come on.
Steady on, Liz. You'll be the next name tattooed on his arse if you're not careful.
Ian's an amazing guy. He's got a good character. He's obviously up for a laugh all the time. I think the tattoo on his backside was very, very apt for today. His story's quite bizarre in so much that he had the good foresight to think I'm not going to land in the SHIT, I'm going to slip to the other side and make sure I only get cut on the porcelain rather than whatever else was in the toilet at the time.
Shit. And with that, Ian limps off home in his sexy new hospital underwear.
I enjoyed being in there, to be fair. It was a good laugh. I think Liz has certainly done the hospital proud anyway. She's made it a good laugh. Good fun.
How's he just made A&E sound like Thorpe Park? Our next blunderer to check into Bizarre ER is Dudley Boy Jamie, who has woken up with more than just a sore head after a bit of a party the day before. The sight of this injury is enough to shock Nurse Liz, and she's seen pretty much everything. Jamie, give us a look. Crikey. If Carlsberg did Black Eyes, I'd get that one seen to right away. Luckily, it's not too busy in a waiting room.
There are many people in the A&E, really.
Well, it was actually quite busy until you came in, bizarrely.
Have a seat on that big comfy chair at the back for me.
Nurse Liz knows a naughty boy when she sees one.
Normally when people come into the department with black eyes, they tend to be punched, if I'm honest. What have you done to you, all right?
Well, I was a bit drunk.
Never a good start to any story. Jamie was entertaining a few of the chaps in his garden, enjoying an aperitif and some racy banter.
Gin gin.
When suddenly inspiration struck. Unfortunately, this involved him grabbing a hammer and bashing the lid of a wheelie bin.
And it rebounded and hit me in the face. And nearly knocked myself out. I said, I think I'm going to have a good shiner in the morning. And I have.
Have you ever had any problems with your eyes in the past?
Yeah, I've had a few black eyes, but nothing like this before. I could see out of the other ones, but I can't open this one.
Just going to gently open your eye. Try and stay relaxed for me. You can obviously have loss of vision, you can get a detached retina. There might be a fracture to the lower part of his eye, so I'm going to get a second opinion.
Good plan. 2 pairs of eyes are better than one.
Jamie, this is one of our registrars. Just
Right.
have another look at your sweetie.
Okay, that's fine.
Can you see?
Yeah.
With the eye? Yeah.
Yep.
Can you look left for me? Yeah.
With the registrar confirming that Jamie got well and truly hammered, he sends him for an X-ray.
Just have a seat on the chair just there for us.
Incredibly, Jamie's not alone. The number of wheelie bin related A&E cases in the UK is 2,200 per year, but very few of these are due to improper hammer use.
Yep. Cheers, mate. Nice one. Thank you.
But Jamie, are there any advantages to having a shiner from hell?
Have enough sleep. Only have to close one eye. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a real time saver.
My mum this morning, when she seen my eye, said what happened. I told her, and she said you must have it.
For the non-Dudleyans, this means stupid.
I said thank you very much.
Time for the X-ray results.
I just hope it's good news.
Jamie, there is nothing to worry about at the moment, apart from the fact that it's a big bruise and it looks quite bad.
Well, that's one way to put it, Doc.
Other than that, from our point of view, the eye seems all right, and that's the most important thing. And again, the vision is fine, and again, that's very important.
All good.
And so, miraculously, after just 2 hours in A&E, Jamie is released back into the wild.
They say you're gonna have no operation or anything. Just can't wait to get back home and have a rest.
Go on, MC Hammer, get some shut-eye. Oh, sorry, you already have.
Cheers for that, thank you.
Hey, Jamie, keep an eye out for those wheelie bins, mate. They can be deadly. Natalie's arrived in A&E and she's already feeling a little bit twitchy.
I can feel it moving.
Feel what moving?
I mean, perhaps it's desperately trying to get out, who knows?
Get out of where?
Whatever it is still buzzing and moving inside my ear. Oh.
Oh, well, my skin's starting to crawl already, Nat. Hopefully it's nothing, but let's return to the scene of the crime. Natalie was minding her own business hanging out her washing when an unwelcome visitor trespassed onto her property.
Something I saw out of the corner of my eye flew towards me and it seemed to disappear in my ear.
The fleet-footed villain then unlawfully gained access into Natalie's lug hole. There were no witnesses, but chances are it was one of these creeps.
And I don't want it to eat through my brain and come out the other side.
Oh, Natalie, you're scaring me now. This is supposed to be bizarre ER, not alien.
As long as it's not laying eggs in there, that would be hideous, wouldn't it?
Right, yeah, that is hideous. I'm off to buy some earmuffs. Oh, I hope this has nothing to do with you, mate.
Surprise!
Time for Natalie to find out what's been buzzing in her ear.
I can feel it sort of...
Wiggling at the moment.
Yeah, tickling.
Lovely. Let's have a little look then, shall we?
Dr. Hill is on hand to identify what's in there.
Kind of.
My money's on some house keys. I'm always losing mine. So infuriating. Never can remember where I put them.
Yep, you've got a little spider in there.
Yeah, that's a spider. You got a bleeding spider in your ear.
Oh, I don't like spiders at the best of times.
Get it out, Doc. This is such a bizarre case that everyone wants a peek.
Interesting, isn't it?
Yes, very interesting. We haven't had one of those for I don't know how long.
Reassuring.
Just seems fairly incredible that something that's that small, I can feel it moving inside my ear. Must have good nerve endings, mustn't I?
You're handling this very well, though, me old China.
When I first saw the spider, I thought the worst case scenario would be the spider burrowing into the eardrum.
This is actually turning into something from a sci-fi movie now.
And perforating it, which would have led to Natalie losing hearing in that ear.
Hopefully it's not laying eggs.
Yeah, we don't want your ear becoming a spider nursery. So let's get Incy Wincy out before she goes into labour. I'll get that bed fixed.
Needs WD-40.
A little bit, isn't it?
Is anyone else hot and stressed? Just me? I don't know. Well, I know I am. After another look, it seems the situation has only got worse for Nat as the spider has gone into hiding.
Right.
What would probably be best here would be that we go and have a chat to the ear, nose and throat doctors who are the specialists of this area, and they're going to have some fibre optic cameras that can have a closer look and take it out.
I can only hope that those ENT lot can get that creature out of there. Oh, God, I need a break. I need a break. Natalie from the Isle of Wight is currently harbouring her worst nightmare.
You've got a little spider in there.
In her ear. And she's been moved to ear, nose and throat.
Would you just like to take a seat in the blue chair?
Thank you very much.
To see if they can finally evict the cheeky chap from banging on her eardrum. Poor old Natalie is putting on a brave face so far, but hopefully Dr. El Alami can put her fears at rest. And just to help you relax, Natalie, here's a front row screening to the new Spider-Woman film, starring you in glorious HD.
Oh, gosh.
So here we are, I've got an endoscope inside this lady's ear, and right on the eardrum is this spider. So it's been there long enough, have you given it a name?
I'll leave the lols to me, Doc.
No, I wasn't going to be quite as endearing with it as that.
Yeah, I'm not sure they're going to be BFFs after this ordeal. So let's just whip him out, eh?
Oh, it's running away.
Grab one of his legs, there's 8 to choose from.
So it's hiding in a corner now.
This spider is not going down without a fight. Time for plan B.
Okay, so what I would like to do next
is get that fugitive out of there. That arachnid has messed with the wrong man in Doc El Alami. He's getting tooled up with his suction device. Spidey better batten down the hatches. It's about to get rough in there.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, noisy.
That's because you've got a hoover in your ear, love. After a bit of spring cleaning, the spider's finally sucked out. Although I don't think he's made it out in one piece.
Oh, not so little.
R.I.P. Spidey. That'll teach you for trespassing.
Thank you ever so much for your time. Much appreciated.
Natalie's finally free to leave A&E after a creepy encounter. And it's not long before she's ready to face the dangers of her garden. But this time she's taking no chances. Very fetching.
Gosh, aren't they lovely? But it's a shame the weather's so hot. Hopefully nothing can get in my ears past these safeguards.
No need to shout, Nat.
It definitely did not belong in my ear, no.
Nat, Nat, Nat! Our next patient is eco-warrior Ollie. He's discovered that aerosols aren't just dangerous when you sniff them. He's sporting an enormous gash.
Do you want to see it?
Do I ever? Good lordy, that is gashalicious. That is Marcus Gashford, my son.
Oh, it's made me feel sick. It's pretty grim, isn't it? You wouldn't believe that the can done it.
A can? What have you been up to, you silly aerosol? Ollie was emptying out a skip at the recycling yard where he works. He was getting busy with his shovel when he hit an aerosol can and it went boom bigger than James Arthur's comeback, spraying metal debris absolutely everywhere.
Put my arms up to cover my face. Instantly thought, just protect the moneymaker.
Yeah, the moneymaker. His arm bore the brunt of the bang and he was left with a gut-wrenching injury. Lucky for him, his hipster colleague Mark was on hand to play nurse.
He's jumped up covered in blood.
So looked at him, I was like, first aid. First aid, I just went running to the first aid kit. Right, this is what we've got to do. Elevated, compression.
Somebody's been watching Casualty.
Next to the skip was a sort of like blood splatter up the wall.
There's a little bit of muscle hanging out, wasn't there?
TMI, buddy, TMI.
I just look away, cover my face. Think of a happy place.
The Wetherspoons at Gatwick. I too cherish that place. Right, let's get that arm in front of a professional. Nurse practitioner Charlotte is the first on the scene.
Okay. Pretty dirty, isn't it?
Quick, Instagram that dirty gash. Whatever you do, don't do a web search for that.
Is the stitching going to hurt?
The stitching's not going to hurt.
Hooray!
The local anaesthetic is going to hurt.
Ah, shit.
But then it will feel numb.
All right again. It's time for Nurse Charlotte to give Ollie some local anaesthetic. Oh my God, look at the size of that needle. Yeah, very funny, Mark.
It's tiny. So keep still.
My God. Oh my God.
This is losing you a lot of lab points down at the recycling yard.
Is that hurting you at all?
No, but I know you're doing it and I just can't watch.
You're never going to live this down, mate. A few stitches later and Ollie's wound is no longer gaping. Don't look that up on the internet either.
Finished.
A bit of a clean up and Ollie is more than ready for his discharge. I mean, from hospital.
Bye.
Oh, sorry. It was a bit horrific, really. I had to keep looking away. I thought I was going to be sick at one point.
So what have you learnt from this, Ollie?
Always check before you shovel into anything, in case there's a can in there, it might go bang.
Wow, that is actually really profound. Now, how to tell Mark to ditch the headband. Now we meet Ben Morris, who, despite the odds, managed to laugh in the face of death. What do all these people have in common?
Oh, fuck! Yeah!
Well, they all managed to cheat this guy. Death, aka the Grim Reaper. And so did this man, Ben Morris, who back in June of 2005, at the age of 16, duelled with death not once, not twice, but 4 times. That's right, Ben has survived being electrocuted, plummeting 15 foot onto the ground, being hit by a speeding train, and even losing a limb. Grimmy really had it in for him. So what happened?
When I was a teenager, I was always clumsy. Always accident prone. In and out of hospital, always in plaster.
Yeah, Ben, that's not normal.
Well, the day of the accident, it was a nice day. I went out to play football with the lads. I ended up playing in the car park at the back of the train station. I remember shooting and the ball going on the roof. Just got wedged or stuck or caught on something and just didn't roll off.
Yeah, very strange.
That's when it all started.
Ben was about to go through a series of freak accidents that would change his life forever.
I remember going to get the ball and then I got electrocuted from the overhead cable. The first electrical shock was being too close to the wires. If you get too close to electric and you've got metal on, it arcs and shock you.
And what metal did Ben have on him to cause the shock? A big old sovereign ring. Stylish and incredibly conductive, the perfect accessory. But this was just the beginning of Ben's series of terrible accidents. The initial shock caused Ben to lose his footing, so he grabbed an overhead electrical cable, which gave him a 25,000 volt shock. Normally this amount of electricity would kill you by stopping your heart.
It was a massive big bang and then just sparks everywhere.
Incredibly, Ben defied the terrifying odds and survived.
Checkmate, yes.
But that wasn't the end of his ordeal. The Grim Reaper had another trick up his billowy sleeve. The electric shock caused Ben to be catapulted 15 foot, landing with a crash on the ground below. Many people would have broken their back in such a fall.
I just remember waking up on the track. I was numb, I couldn't move.
A 15-foot fall still couldn't give the Grim Reaper the victory he craved.
4 in a row, yes.
It was round 2 to Ben. But now Grimmy was up in his game plan.
I was on the track. The next thing I remember is feeling the vibrations. I could hear the train coming. And then looking up and just seeing 3 lights. Because I couldn't move, I had to come and let it hit me.
The train had been travelling at a whopping 115 miles per hour.
As the train went over me, I was dragged 5 foot up the track.
It sliced through his leg, lobbing the severed limb across the railway line. But Ben wasn't ready to give up.
D3, I win.
So far, Ben had survived a 25,000 volt shock, a 15-foot fall, and even being hit by a 115 mile per hour train. But the battle with Grimmy wasn't done yet. Ben had 35% burns to his arms, shoulders, back and chest, and he was in critical care for days. His right arm was so badly burnt that doctors weren't sure if they'd have to amputate this too.
The doctors told me I was lucky that I kept my right arm, and I'm going to have to go through some work to get my arm back to normal, because skin grafts get tight. They don't just extend, like the skin don't just stretch like it does normally.
Although the doctors managed to save Ben's arm, there was nothing they could do with his severed leg, and they had to tell him the terrible news.
When I got told I'd lost my leg, I felt like it was still there. I'd get pins and needles in my toes. I'd still get cramp in my calves, and it still comes now.
Ben was given a prosthetic limb. At first he really struggled, but he was determined to fight back. Something that made his girlfriend Tammy very proud.
Even though Ben can't play football like he used to, Ben will still go outside and kick a ball around and try his hardest. As a father, he's brilliant.
My little boy is 3, and I've got another one 6. Like, they're just football mad. They're happy, I'm happy. So we just go forward.
He's so lucky to be alive. I do think he's cheated death. He's still living life.
I do feel like I've stared death in the face and won.
Our next patient is like many men who'd rather hide in their sheds than spend time with their families. Let me introduce you to Alan Adams, who loves his DIY. Problem is, he's bitten off more than he can chew, so he's ended up here in A&E in Dudley. How much blood have you lost from your foot then, Alan?
Probably about a pint and a half.
That's about £7.50 in most London pubs. Things got ugly in Dudley, and paramedics Tom and Adam were the first to arrive on a gory scene.
It's a bit of an interesting way to try and change the blade on an angle grinder.
Normally people change the blades by actually loosening the device without it being plugged in. We wouldn't recommend someone to switch it on whilst I'm changing the blade halfway through.
But guess what? That's exactly what he did. Passionate DIY OAP, Alan was enjoying some quality time with his angle grinder when he realised he'd blunted his blade.
Oh, thick.
He pulled out a shiny new blade but forgot to stop the motor running.
No!
Less angle grinder, more ankle slicer.
The blood loss are terrible. The kitchen floor, the living room floor, I bled like a pig.
Nicely put. Just like our thousands of keen enthusiasts make a pig's ear a DIY and end up in A&E each year. From climbing ladders to using power tools. So rather than have a go yourself, it's best just to hire a professional. Isn't that right, Al?
I bled like a pig.
What is it with you and those polkas? We'll check back in later with Alan to find out just how much of a pig's ear he's made of his foot. Dudley is world famous for its exciting happenings, but few are as thrilling as the day Sophie and her friend Rose are having.
He's grim.
Hey, rein in the sympathy, Rosie.
We've been best friends since like 4. Since we were little. And then I woke up this morning to have a picture of her hand. And then I was like, oh God, we need to get to the hospital.
What's she finding so funny, Soph?
Basically, self-explanatory. I got my finger stuck on in my ring.
Nah, don't say that so loud. People can't actually see your hand.
On that film, 127 Hours, he cuts his own arm off or leg off. I thought I can hack it on the finger.
Steady on, there's no need to amputate just yet. What happened? Sophie's boyfriend Oscar saved up his money to buy the love of his life a glittering new ring. But one morning she woke up with a throbbing finger. The gift of love had gone sour and also purple. Sophie tried everything to shift the pesky piece of jewellery.
I'd literally got moisturiser, I'd got Vaseline, fairy liquid, but it was making my finger go purple.
So what does your bae make of this?
Oh, well, my boyfriend bought it me for my birthday. So obviously I had to ring him at work and I was like, have you still got the receipt? And he was like, yeah, why? He obviously thought I was going to break up or something. He thought I was going to cash in my ring.
Liquidise the assets before you do a runner. Sensible.
Someone put a ring on your finger and it turned into that mess. That would be God saying, don't get married, wouldn't it?
Or telling you to go shopping with your boyfriend so you can check it fits. Here's Nurse Karen. Maybe she can save Soph's finger and her love life.
I tried this morning. Put your hand in cold, it'll reduce the swelling.
Yeah, it happens to me with cold showers.
But then I also remembered in science, metal contracts in cold. So then I put it under the hot tap, burnt my hand.
There'll be nothing left of that damaged digit at this rate.
I just find the whole situation very funny, to be honest.
Try and keep a straight face, Rosie. We are building up some tension here.
Do you want it cut off, or do you want me to have a go with the string?
Decision time, Sophie. What will your boyfriend Oscar say?
It was off my boyfriend. I don't know.
Current boyfriend?
Yeah.
Well, for now, anyway.
Okay, we'll try the cotton trick. Okay. If that doesn't work or it hurts too much, then we'll just cut the ring off. Okay. All right.
Risking a finger to save the ring on it, Oscar's a lucky man. The thread should squeeze the meat of Sophie's swollen finger, allowing Nurse Karen to slide the ring off. Blimey, this is actually like a science show, isn't it?
Oh, that's getting a bit sore, that is.
Well, they do say that love hurts.
No?
Nah.
You just want it cut off?
Yeah, please.
Wait, are we talking about the ring or Sophie's finger?
Didn't work. A little bit painful.
Oh, the ring, thank God.
Right then.
I'm so sorry, Oscar.
Oh, I've actually got a pizza cutter like that at home you could have borrowed.
Oh my God, it cuts through it like cheese.
There we go, now you put that.
Oh.
Well done.
And it's off.
You leave as it is now.
I can't believe what trouble a little ring's caused me.
There you go.
Thank you. That's nice. Thank you so much.
And with a finger finally free, and a bit less purple,
Who thinks a ring is going to cause that much kerfuffle?
all that's left is for Sophie and her lover boy to take a little trip down to Jeweller's.
He's taking me to the shopping centre though tonight to get it fixed. So it's sorted. Do you know what I mean?
You can get a new
Job
one.
done. No, it's got all the memories on, so I'm gonna get it fixed.
So the moral seems to be that love can't just break your heart, it could nearly break your finger as well. It's time to catch up with Alan, who got into a nasty skirmish with an angle grinder.
I bled like a pig.
Here comes Nurse Matthew to save the day.
So what brings you to hospital today?
The clue's at the foot of the bed.
Started up a grinder, try to get it disc off and split my hand, cut my foot.
Sorry, Alan, I didn't catch a word of that.
Changing it.
Yeah.
Thankfully, Nurse Matthew is good at charades.
So the grinder was on?
Yeah.
And you cut your toe?
Yeah.
Okay, no worries.
I'm a trainer.
Okay, no problems. And was it bleeding a lot at all?
Yes.
It was.
Like a pig being killed.
All right, now let's have a little look. Alan, are you serious? You had me in the brace position back there. I was expecting Pigmageddon, Nightmare at the Abattoir, the Slaughterhouse Massacre. That's actually quite underwhelming.
Where the grinder's gone round, it's obviously generated a bit of heat.
Yes.
So it's burnt the edges of the skin.
Yes.
So what we need to do is give it a really good clean, make sure all the skin's nice and fresh, and then we'll suture that up nicely.
Yes.
And it'll be absolutely fine.
Matt's bedside manner consists of the old 1-2 of putting his patients at ease with some small talk before inflicting a load of pain on them. First, the small talk.
So, Alan, have you got family?
Yeah.
Married?
No.
No?
I've been married 3 times. Was that enough?
How many kids have you got?
23.
How many?
23.
23?
Yeah.
23 kids. Somebody's been a busy boy. Now the pain.
Little injection, just to make this nice and numb, okay?
Yeah. Once the local anaesthetic has kicked in, Matthew can begin a bit of DIY of his own on Al's foot.
The idea around this is just to get rid of some of that burnt skin.
Yeah.
You can see the true depth of that now.
Yeah.
The fact it's bleeding is good. That means we've got down to new skin.
After a few stitches that my nan would approve of.
How does that feel, Alan?
All right.
Can you move your toe?
Yeah.
Keep going. Good man.
Alan's all fixed up.
And then you're good to go home?
Yeah.
But not without a few pearls of wisdom first.
Don't change the blade when the power's on, because you could have cut your whole leg off.
Yeah.
Okay?
Well, at least Alan doesn't seem to have damaged his sense of humour in the carnage. But hopefully that's the end of his angle grinding days, right, Alan?
I'll do the angle grinding probably tomorrow again.
Talk about putting the Y into DIY. What can I say? You can't keep a good man down, and off he goes on his bleeding way.